You know, after 20 years of messing around with these old Mercedes, the number one email I have received goes something like this. Hey, I've got this old Mercedes diesel. When I turn the key off, the engine won't shut off. And I'm tired of having to use the emergency stop. Now, I've written books on this, I've done videos on this, but I thought I would review it again because I just received another request 3 days ago. I got this 78300SD and I turned the key and it won't shut off. Okay. So this is just a quick video on a couple things you can check yourself. We're going to talk about what shuts the engine off. You know, you diesel experts already know all this, but this is primarily for people who've just acquired one of these. You're looking at a 5-cylinder turbo diesel out of a 1981 300SD. So what I'm going to explain applies to most diesel engines from 1977 to 1985. And let's talk about what shuts the fuel off inside the injection pump. I'm in the process of replacing the gasket right here on this oil filter housing, and I saw I had open access to the fuel shutoff valve on this injection pump, so I thought, hey, this is the perfect time to shoot this video. But this is the unit right here. This is the vacuum shutoff valve. Here's the vacuum hose connecting to a brown line which goes under the dash to your switch. So when you activate your switch to the off position, it sends vacuum to this unit and shuts off the fuel inside the pump here, and that's what makes your engine quit. If you don't have any vacuum going to the unit here, or if the unit's failed, then your engine's not going to shut off. So if you find this is happening to you with your old diesel, the first thing you want to do is just check to make sure the valve is working. That's the easiest thing to test. You're going to need a vacuum hand pump tester like this to adequately test this valve. And you want to remove the hose to the valve and attach your tester. Make sure you get a tight fit here. As soon as this is secure, then I'm going to start pumping this tester. Now notice how it's coming up, but it's leaking right back down. Now, depending upon how rapidly it leaks down, it may or may not be working. Now, if it leaks down fairly slowly, you may realize there's a delay in having your engine shut off. It'll shut off, but it may take a while. Now, this is leaking down. It's not holding vacuum. So this particular fuel shutoff valve is faulty. Now, I'm going to get a hold of one that I think is good here, and this way you'll get to see how it operates. See, this particular arm goes inside the pump, hooks to a lever, and pulls the rack back and shuts the fuel off. So let's apply vacuum to this shutoff valve, watch it operate, and let's see if it holds vacuum. See that? It's pulled it all the way down. And once I release it, watch what happens. See, it goes back. Now watch again. As I apply vacuum, it quickly pulls this lever back, and I'm holding vacuum. So you can see from this simple test, before you do anything else, you need to replace the shutoff valve. It's not hard to remove and replace. There's 4 bolts, although it's much more difficult to do it with the oil filter housing on. You can see once this housing gets on here, you can see you've got limited space to work. Probably a good thing I tested this right now, because this is going to get replaced before I ever put the housing back on. Now let's say you test yours on your old diesel and it's working fine. That means you have a vacuum supply issue, and that could be a number of different things going on in your vacuum system that would prevent adequate vacuum to getting to this fuel shutoff valve when you turn the key off. And I'm not going to go over this in this video. I've written a manual on this. It's my oldest and best-selling manual about troubleshooting vacuum problems in these old diesels. And I'll put a link in the description below this video for this manual if you're struggling with your old diesel engine trying to find out what's causing your vacuum problems.